What are the options for financing your self-build? Well, there are a vast amount of options when it comes to financing your build. That could be from using your own money that you've saved up, borrowing from friends, family, distant friends. It could be angel investors, people who you don't know, but you know they've got money. So like you could give them a return on their money and say, hey, can I borrow your money for say 10%? And I'll give you it back in a year, 2 years time. Because what I'm about to build, it might only cost me a few $100,000, but it'd be valued at $500,000 at the end. So I've easily got your money safe and secured, and I will give you a charge on your money as a safeguard guarantee for me using your money, okay? Or another option is actually using the banks. And oh my God, I have used banks and it is not easy, but how you feel extremely safe when it comes to using and working with a bank. The amount of due diligence that they do on your scheme before even giving you a penny is absolutely mind-blowing. And let me run you through that process. When you say to a bank, hey, this is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to do it, and here's all my information, I'm going to do this, they'll say to you, well, before you start, we want you to have this instead. All that red tape, it could look like this. We want you to have skin in the game. It's like, you might need to buy the land in the first place, okay? So you still might need some money of your own, and then they'll say, well, hey, have you got planning permission? Think, I ain't got planning yet, I've got to go and secure my planning. But once you've secured your planning and you own the site, they might say, we'll give you 100% of the development money, no questions asked. But you must hit these criteria. They want to check the valuation from a third party, someone such as BNP Paribas, okay? They are experts in the field. They will check the price per square foot that you're building into the local area, and they will use proven figures, facts. They won't use hypothetical figures. They will use facts, and they will bring that data to the bank. The bank will then use a monitoring surveyor. The monitoring surveyor will then judge your figures that you've put in for your build. So if you've gone off a price per square foot or a price per square meter, they will sense check those against the local market to see what other local builders are doing. And they will come up with a mean, and they will stress test that. Once they've got all that information, they will look at that and put a risk appetite to it. And they might come back to you with a, hey, your deal is fantastic, but we're only going to give you up to, 65% loan to value. So we want you to put a bit more meat on the bone there, a bit of skin in the game, for example. So you might have to build up to, say, DPC, so you've got a bit of money in the game, of which then they'll allow you to draw down. Even when you're drawing down, it gets more complicated because they have that monitoring surveyor coming back to check what you've built. So out of the three, working with the banks is the safest, but it is the toughest. The red tape is there to protect you, so it can be a little bit more tedious. Working with angel financing, well, that's a great option. Not only are you making new contacts, they're earning money, you're earning money, you're building what you need to build, what you want to build, they're getting a fixed return. It's a little bit easier. Path of least resistance, for example, that's a little bit easier process. They're just getting a fixed return on their money. Just make sure you've got your T's and C's wrapped up so you don't get in a sticky pickle, because sometimes angel investors might want their money out earlier than expected. Who knows what will happen in this world? But yet the safest option is always using your own money. It's your money, it's in the bank, and it is well within your control. The only pitfall with this is that, are you working with professionals to ensure that what figures you've told yourself you're working to are real, they are true? So I would always strongly advise that you get a professional in to check your figures before you start spending.